people who were actually participant in that battle, 313 and 1,000 on the other side, a total of 1,313 people at the most. But that is a transformative battle which still remains fundamental to the change of human history. And how many people died there? More than that die every day in Pakistan in bomb attacks everywhere, like mosquitoes. But the essential quality of human beings that encounter, which change the course of human history on that day. So there are qualitative differences in that. So yes, there are two narratives. Yes, there is an operative form where the armies captured geographically, nobody captured populations. It is the spiritual message of Islam that attracted these people. Now your second question or comment was, I forget now.
That is about tolerance.
About tolerance, yes. You see, there is a confusion about the notion of tolerance. The word tolerance itself, if you look at the English language, it's a very funny word. When you tolerate someone, you tolerate someone, right? I'm tolerating so and so. We don't accept. There is a hidden animosity and there is a hidden force in the word tolerance. Tolerance is a very very confusing word. What we have actually is the limits of manifestation of beliefs within a political structure, framed and formed by Islam and its concepts, which means on the one hand we have the extreme case of la ikraha fi din, where extreme in the sense that it is built into the human choice to accept or not to accept. This is at the level of belief. When the beliefs exercise themselves openly in a given society, they attain a social role. A social role in the sense that if on the streets of this very city, women are walking as if they are walking in New York, for example, in whatever dress they are walking in New York, for example, they have a social function to perform. Each society has the right to have an external form of civil structure, of administrative structure, of its social structures, according to its own beliefs. One cannot go or should not be expect to go out here in Islamic Republic of Iran and find officially sanctioned places of sin. Because the majority of population believes that those are sins. Now, drinking is sin in Islam. Drinking is not sin in the Western society. It's a legal form. Why? Because the belief systems are different. So if someone expects that because in London it is permissible to have places where people can officially drink, it's not a crime to drink, why not in Tehran? This is imposition of one belief system on another belief system. Who decides what? For whom? This example that I gave you of the Afghan brother who went to New York, and he said that I feel that your women are oppressed because they have even lost the consciousness of the self-respect, that they are human beings, they are not sale items put on every billboard throughout the whole city in these terrible dresses or without dresses. These are the belief systems. So tolerance, number one, is a confusing word. Number two, there are limits of behavioral patterns. In the belief system, of course, there is no compulsion on anyone to believe in any system. Allah has given these human beings a choice. But in the social manifestations, yes, there are limits of patterns of behavior and institutions which come into existence. There are restaurants selling pork chops in Kabul. Have you heard that? There was a big news story. Pork chops are the greatest rage in Kabul. Why? Because in this Islamic country, which has remained an Islamic country throughout his history after Islam came there, they have imposed these external structures now. It is possible, it's legally possible to have pork chops in Kabul because of the occupation. And this goes against the grain of that society. So we can call it tolerance, but it doesn't fit there. It's not tolerance.
I'm going to bring this session to a close. Thank you very much. We'll meet in the afternoon and tomorrow.